Why, hello, good evening, my beautiful friends out there in Facebook land. You're awesome. It's Friday night, and where else would I be but on Facebook? Well, Facebook, you're not letting me share to my group anymore. You're asking me to tag friends instead. Well, that's funky. That's super funky. Facebook is being weird with me lately. I think it's, you know what? I don't think it doesn't like my subject line already. It doesn't like the title to my, I bet. I think it's going to try to quiet me down, is what it's going to do. Facebook, come on. Give me some love over here. I'm going to share it right to my group first, and then I'm going to share it to my business page and see how long it takes them to, the privacy post, interesting. It's not letting me post it to my business page. Wow, that's rude. This is so weird. Why is Facebook taking away rights to me lately? Privacy settings. I'm guessing it doesn't like the name of my live stream. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing already Facebook's pissed at me because I've said things in the title of my live stream, so it's not letting me post this to my business page. Wow. It's getting scary up in here, I'll tell you that. It is getting scary up in here that we're just not able to say what we want to say anymore. That's a problem. That is a problem. All right, so I'm here. It's Friday night. What else would I be doing on Friday night, right? This is where I'm at. This is what Friday nights are now for me, is yesterday's mascara. I was up at 4 a.m. to take my husband to the airport. So I'm like I got super bags, super tired, crusty hair. This is what it's at. And an early release day for my kids. So we're officially on holiday break as of noon today. Okay, so I've been full of holiday cheer all afternoon, if that's what you want to call it. So I'm telling you, and Facebook is now censoring. So guess what? That's not right. So I was gonna actually chill out and go to sleep because that's exciting. That's the way I like to spend my Friday nights now. And instead, I had to come on and just talk to my peeps for a second because I mean, have you seen the posts? I'm just going to ask, have you seen the post lately about impeaching? I'm going to say, maybe I should spell it so Facebook won't like mute me because it might. Lot of political posts, just saying, don't know why. Something's going on in the news lately, I guess. But, and what's been interesting is I've seen a ton of arguments, debates. I've probably been in a couple of them, maybe, about people who are spiritual or people who are high vibe. And we all talk about spirituality. We talk about law of attraction. We talk about manifestation. We talk about, the divine guidance and all these things. And so how do you then talk about politics? How do you not like the current president? How do you not like other presidents? There's so many passionate debates. I mean, I'm seeing like friendships ending, people calling each other like horrible names. And especially it pains me to see, and someone said on a post of someone that I have worked with before in the past, have taken her courses, and I respect her a lot. She does great work, and said, you can't, you just pretty much lost business by posting about politics. She posted a post that was kind of indirectly about politics. It was, but it wasn't. That kind of like, I don't know how to describe that, but she kind of posted it and said, Trump is impeached, love always wins. Okay. She then posted a follow-up saying it wasn't necessarily in support or not support of the president. It was just saying that no matter what you believe, in the end, love always wins. So it was kind of like taking a stand, but then not. Or maybe she truly meant it that way. I don't know. This is not a criticism of her by any means. Like, I don't know. It's her post, whatever. So there was a comment though, I'm going to actually pull it up, that said that you cannot, be spiritual and talk about love and light and then spread hate by not liking the current president. Like, you're spreading hate, right? You're dividing. And I thought that was interesting because, first of all, and there was another question about if you're in business, you shouldn't talk politics at all. And I remember being part of a couple of network marketing companies in previous years where our uplines outright said, like, you do not talk about anything that's polarizing when you're building a network marketing business. You don't post anything. You don't post a strong opinion. You don't post about politics. I mean, you don't do any of that. You're in business, so you're kind of like neutral. You want to, like, you don't want to, turn away any potential customers or clients and, all that kind of stuff. So, and I was kind of like, to me, I believed it back then, and I did what they said. Back then I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Now I'm kind of like, and especially if you're in a spiritual business where people say you can't talk about these things. You can't say something against the current president. You can't take a strong stand because then you're being divisive and you're spreading hate. So the question is, can you have a spiritual business and talk politics? My answer to this is, so after all these damn comments, I'm like, geez, like there's so much shit out there right now. So much confusion, so much anger, which to me right there, if you're talking about spirituality, all the fear-based and anger-based discussions, probably right there indicate there's a little bit of an alignment problem or some trigger shadow work that needs to be done all across the board. But anyway, so of course you can. If you're building a spiritual business, can you talk politics? Of course you can. Of course you can. It's your business. Not saying you have to say one thing or the other. You can say whatever it is that you want. It's your business. Now, you have to know, the caveat is you have to know that if you're in business and you talk about something that's emotionally charged, like politics, like religion, like vaccines or abortion or something like that, you're probably going to get people that get fired up. Like, if you're going to take a strong stand on something, there are going to be people who don't agree, right? And even if you're in business already, you ought to know that you're going to have haters. You're going to have people who doubt you, who don't like you, who aren't your cup of tea. You're not their cup of tea. And if you're going to be successful building your business, you have to accept that anyway. So know that if you post it and you choose to go that way, that you will, it will happen. People won't agree with you and they can get pretty upsetting about it. You get to choose what you allow as a spiritual person. One of the things we do talk about is boundaries. You get to choose not only what you post and speak about, but you get to choose what energy you allow and don't allow in your space. I don't consider that bypassing. If somebody's going to be really like, I always agree to disagree. I have no problem agreeing to disagree. Like, that's fine. But if you're going to call me names, or if you're going to be outright like really, really nasty, or you're going to assume things about me without knowing me, then I might choose to either say, I'm done with this conversation, or I might choose to block you. Okay, so you don't have to, you can choose what you allow in your space, right? You can choose. Guess what? You can also be spiritual and have an opinion. I know, scary, right? But you can be spiritual and have an opinion. I think Jesus had a few opinions, and Jesus was pretty comfortable going out and sharing these opinions, okay? All sorts of spiritual leaders, Gandhi, Mother Teresa, spiritual leaders over time had no problem. Even some spiritual leaders that weren't really for the higher good, maybe if you're looking at like cult leaders, even they had opinions and they expressed them pretty strongly. So, you can have an opinion and you can express it. And if people choose, and if you're in business, you can know that you can either look at it two ways. Yeah, you might lose some business. Yes, you might turn away some clients or customers or potentials. But you can also look at it and say, if you're trying to attract your soulmate tribe, your soulmate clients and customers, they're going to have, most likely, they're going to have the same value system or the same opinions as you, or very, very similar. Or they're just not going to care about that. Like, if they're really like a soulmate of you, they're not going to really care. Like, you can have a strong opinion and they're going to be like, okay, that's your opinion. Even if I don't agree with you, like, we're cool. Like, that's our friendship, or our business relationship transcends any opinion like that. So you can do that, but you can have an opinion. And I feel like light workers, you're going to have to speak out more and more. Like, I think if, the person who posted that originally, if she truly had feelings about that and a stand, I think she should have expressed it. Or if she truly didn't, and it was just kind of a generic statement, fine, that's cool. But I don't think that her or anybody else, because they're an influencer, because they stand for love and light, because they are a coach or a spiritual teacher, should have to hide their opinions because of the fear of backlash from people, because that's fear-based mentality. And if you're speaking and just censoring yourself, you're not coming from a place of authenticity. So what does that mean? Number one, that means your marketing's going to be like people are going to sense that you're just kind of like skirting around everything and trying to just be like, Diet Coke and be really light, or you're not going to attract your soulmate clients because you're not really revealing who you are. And that, hey, you know what? That's true. I mean, I hear it said all the time, like with the, actors shouldn't discuss politics. They shouldn't bring politics in their business. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, hey, if it's your business and you have a platform, because we are in America and we have freedom of speech, isn't that great? We should be actually like thankful for it and not pissed at people. Like, thank God we have this platform, right? So, because it would suck if we didn't. Be careful what you wish for, because you would be kind of bummed if you didn't have a freedom of opinion or a platform to be able to share it, whether it's Facebook, whether it's TV or radio, whatever. So, just being thankful that you do that. You can absolutely share your opinions, whether you're spiritual or not. Now, here's the thing for me, right? If somebody's going to choose, here's my opinion on politics. Someone actually said to me the other day, in a comment thread about the impeachment, said, Jen, when are you going to speak out more about this on your own personal page? When are you going to take a stand and put yourself out there? And I was like, that's a great question. Right now, as a matter of fact, I am going to say it right now. My political opinion is this: I don't like politics. There it is. So I'm just going to say that now. I don't like the current administration. I don't like previous administrations. And I don't really like any of the candidates that are rising right now. So there you have it. And if that causes any of my current customers or clients or potential customers or clients to be turned off by me and get upset with me, then, I say with love, like, that is your choice and that is on you, because this is truly my opinion, is that anything to do with politics the way it is today is not of the light. In my opinion, as a spiritual teacher, spiritual coach, someone who does a spiritual business and who truly studies this every single day and is committed as I can be to it. I ain't perfect, but I'm as committed as I can be to what I think is true for me about the divine. Okay, I think politics has no place in the divine. None. So when somebody says, oh, God sent Trump or God sent Obama or God sent no, I don't think. I think that God does not is not a Democrat or a Republican. God did not create the political system. I think this is a human creation that was meant to control and divide. And so that is not of the light to me. That is not of the true essence of what God is. The leaders that I have seen, okay, so the current system, any candidate that comes up right now to me is a bunch of shit, because the system is so corrupt and it's really run, in my opinion, really run by corporations. So by corporate money. So anyone who's gets elected, whether they have the best of fucking intentions during their election, during the campaign, are their promises kept? Oftentimes not, because they have other influences that they come across that are really strong. There's Congress, and there are other influences, meaning corporate money. So to me, most administrations have been influenced by corporate greed. Democrat or Republican. I mean, whether it's Monsanto or Big Pharma, I mean, people have either turned their opinions all of a sudden, or they have just, this is how it goes. That's how it works. They have campaign donations and the other things that happen. They have to do what they have to do, right? It's probably pretty ugly on their end. I wouldn't want to be in politics. So the whole system right now is so broken that I think whoever comes up, whoever's in it, whether it's Trump or someone else, is under this influence, is not immune to this whole thing. And I don't think they have the betterment of humanity as their top priority. No fucking way. They haven't before this, and now we have an administration where it is big business. Like, big business is our president, and appointed in his administration and cabinet are other corporate executives. So where do you think their interests lie? Where do you think their interests are? With Joe Average? I doubt it. I highly fucking doubt it. So that's my opinion, and it's nothing to do with, it's part of like the current hate for the fake news. It's like, nope, I felt this way about other presidents before him. This is just, it's just one more thing, in my opinion. But now it's like just even scarier to me. There's so much corporate influence that are in power. It's like, holy shit, like, wow. So that's where I think. Now, when I'm thinking about leaders that really truly came from the essence of God and really from the essence of the divine, who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Jesus. I'm thinking of Mother Teresa. I'm thinking of Gandhi. I'm thinking of other leaders like that. Like if someone like that was president, wouldn't you feel they were truly looking out for you? Like, wouldn't you feel like they were truly had your best interests in mind? Do you really think that anyone that we've seen so far has really like truly had America's best interests in mind? I can't, with all honesty and sincerity, say, oh yeah. And also I feel like we are all, like we say, we're all powerful beings. We have the divine energy within. Why do we want to look out there to politicians to protect us, to support us, to tell us what to do, tell us what to think, tell us how to live, and tell us what we can and can't do? And I know there has to be some sort of rules in our society, like they can't be total anarchy, chaos, at least not in this 3D world, maybe in the 5D, but not here. That would be pandemonium, but there has to be some, but like, you know what I'm saying? I think we just get, with all this hatred that's spewed right now and all the divisive comments and all the nastiness, it's just coming from fear. It's not coming from the light. So anyone who's going to say, well, you can't be spiritual and about love and light and talk about politics. Yes, I can. But I can also say that I don't think that politics and spirituality at this point have any place together. Like true, like spirituality being like divine light beings and really looking to raise the vibe of the planet. No, I don't think right now politics has anything to do with that. So that's my opinion on it. I don't have a strong opinion on a person because I'm not looking to a person to light the way. I'm looking for people, community to come together with a common vision to to really heal this planet and heal the humans on the planet that are so hurting right now that we are absolutely, I've heard it said this week on Facebook that it's going to be revolution. It's going to be civil war. People are going to be fighting one another if something happens to Trump. That's it. It's going to be mass chaos and like people are going to start picking off like Democrats or liberals or whatever the frig. Like, it's like, wow, really? Like you would leave your job and you would go out and start just like fighting with people because this person that you don't even know might be impeached or might not get reelected or like whoa, like whoo, like think about this for a minute. So that's to me is such a fear-based response, such anger that's held inside, a lot of, really just bottled up anger that's been and fear that's held inside. So to me, that calls for healing and that calls for light. And I don't see that happening in the political world. So what was I going to say? Keely says, all the triggers. I wasn't triggered by anyone on my post or her post. I feel at peace with my words. Yeah, I feel at peace with my words too. Sally Field, there are plenty of activists that bring politics into their business. It is called an opinion and everybody has one. Like we're free to have them. We're free thinking beings, free thinking country right now. I hope it stays that way. That's something we should be grateful for. So if somebody has an opinion. I unfriended someone from that post for calling people idiots in the post. Words matter, right? I mean, a healthy debate is a healthy debate, but start getting nasty and no. If Facebook has been a jerk lately, sure, absolutely it has. So that's really what I wanted to say, that you can choose to be spiritual and step up and speak about what you want to speak about. Your business is your business. Run it as you want. Just know that, there are potential outcomes of that. And you can choose how you frame it. How do you choose to see it? Do you choose to see it as, like I said, your soulmates will be with you and those who aren't won't? Or do you choose that you just want it, really be open, your business is open and acceptable for everybody, and so you don't talk about the polarizing topics? That's totally up to you. Totally up to you. But even if you're spiritual, shit, yeah, you can have an opinion. Shit, yeah, you can have a strong opinion about what's going on in the world. A lot of spiritual people are really looking to do some healing on the planet, the environment, and with humans. And that means sometimes taking a strong stance against, political people and laws and policies that don't support that continue to do damage. There's nothing fucking wrong with that. So anyways, that's it. And speaking of fear, I'm going to say my thing because we have like a week and a half left. If you don't feel comfortable sharing your opinion, this is what this whole subject, this whole thing, these polarizing posts are the whole reason why, or not the whole reason why, but a huge reason why I'm doing my program Becoming Fearless as Fuck starting January 1st, going for the whole month. It's in a 4-week intensive because if you are afraid to step out, you're afraid to step out with your gifts. You're afraid to step out with your opinions. You like shake and want to throw up when you're ready to post something on Facebook that some people might not like, whether it's your friends from high school or your Aunt Sally or someone that you're doing business with or your coach that you're out. You're afraid to go live and share your opinions like this because you don't know what people will think. You don't know if you're going to say things right. You're afraid to do whatever it is and step out with courage and just be you and share the things that matter to you because you either fear people's opinions, you fear any consequences from them, or consequences that you think might happen, or you just have not been someone who has been encouraged to speak your whole life. You've not been encouraged to speak your truth. You've been a people pleaser. You've been encouraged to be the nice girl or the nice boy and just say nothing and just go along with the crowd or go with the flow or do whatever. And having an opinion was not encouraged. If that's you, okay, if you're like that, this is why I'm doing this, Becoming Fearless as Fuck, because you can post these things. You can talk about politics. You can talk about religion. You can talk about whatever it is. That's all. You can talk about music, whatever's on your mind, whatever you have a strong opinion about, and you're okay. No matter if people are upset with you, you're going to be okay. And you know that you feel so strongly about who you are that not expressing it just feels wrong. Like you're done with that. You're done just going along with what everyone else thinks. You're done going along with what you're supposed to do, what society says. You're done with this shit. You're done with, all this other stuff. So you want to be able to just go and do your thing and step out. And that's why I'm doing this program. So if you're interested in that and you're like, shit, Jen, I'd like to post about this, but I'm going to cry or I'm going to throw up or I'm going to pass out, one of those, then just talk to me. Comment below, message me. We're starting in a week and a half. I'm going to be doing lessons probably every 1 to 3 days about different fears that humans are dealing with, okay? And about your chakras, balancing your energy, why your fears lie in certain energy centers of your body and what it means, and then how to start going forward and speaking your truth with courage. Like, what is your truth? Once you get rid of all the shit that's been like on your shoulders for years or decades, wow, your truth comes out, and how to step out and say it and not be concerned about other people's opinions, how to set boundaries and be okay with it and not worry about like, oh my gosh, I feel like a jerk if I set boundaries. I mean, how many empaths can give that an amen? They're like, I can't, like, I don't know how to set boundaries. I don't know how to say no. I just don't know how, like, okay, you're going to need this. You're going to need this. Light workers, you're going to have to be strong and you're going to have to set those boundaries. You're going to have to speak your truth. You're going to have to be ready to take a stand. And I don't know, it's a whole new level of freedom that I feel compelled to share with you. You must in 2020 because we need you. All right. So with that, I gotta go down to the airport and I gotta go get the husband pretty soon. So I love you guys so much. This is my exciting Friday night. I hope yours is a little more exciting, although I am excited to get the husband. I mean, geez, but you know what I'm saying. That's about what we do over here. So any questions, look in the comments. My comment is there about how to get started in Becoming Fearless as Fuck if you're interested in that. If you want to ask me any questions about it, go ahead. I have a current holiday special, a 30-minute reading and a distance Reiki session for $111. And if you get that package, you can buy a second package for 50% off. So you can keep it and like give yourself twice the love, or you can gift it to somebody. So the link to that is also in the comments. Check it out because I'm not going to do that very long. So I'm putting that out there. And anything else, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you, Facebook, for not letting me share this to my business page. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. See you tomorrow, probably. Who am I kidding? All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.